Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. So today I'm going to talk about AI, but in a perspective of a user. So I'm a developer and I use AI in my daily life. So I will talk about it. So I work already with several languages, several technologies, for several countries too. And one of the things I always like to do is learn new things. And this is one of the places that AI is helping me during these days. So first of all, here, which one of you already used AI? Nice. By the way, this is made by my experience, and maybe your experience is totally different, and it's fine. So, for me, AI is helping me increasing my productivity because, for example, I switched for Elixir 6 months ago, and it's a totally different language that I'm used to. Usually, I work with oriented programming languages, and Elixir is a functional language. So it's totally different paradigm, and the way you program it's totally different. The syntax is different. So having an AI assistant, AI tool to help me, it's been very good because I'm learning fast. And at the same time, I believe if your model is well trained, it can improve your code quality. For example, some of the companies are making a lot of effort to have their own AI. To have the AI close to their company so they can feed with their own data, with their own code. So if you have a company that has good programmers, your AI is going to give you good code. That's what I believe. But this is theoretical, right? So in my daily life, where do I use AI? So code suggestions. So if, for example, I made a very simple example here. So imagine that I'm new in Elixir, and I want to convert that list into a string and replace world for Geek Sessions file. So the gray code is made with Copilot, GitHub Copilot. So it suggests me that code. So I could accept it and make a pull request with it, and it was done. All of the daily tasks that I use is for text implementation, code explanation, and commit messages. I have to say that in my experience, the test implementation, it's still weak for me. Because sometimes when people use AI, they forget that they don't have the context of your application. When you do an application, which can be a Twitter or, I don't know, a cover flex, for example, AI doesn't know your users. It doesn't know the time of mistakes they do, the weird things they try to do. So it generates the basic tests. For example, for this function I made, it probably was checking if it was a list, if it was well done. So it doesn't, for example, I can give you an example. CoverFlex is an application, and we have a lot of companies using our app. Some of them are programmers, like most of you today, right? So what they try to do is they open the network tab and try to do some requests to our API to see if it breaks. Obviously, we check this on the code. We check this on the data log. So we know what they are trying to do. And when, for example, AI is trying to generate tests for this kind of application, it doesn't know this. So it basically generates the basic tests. One of the things I like with AI is the documentation. It's really good doing documentation. So it's one of the places I use it because I don't know about you, but I'm a developer and sometimes I really have a bad way of writing things or explaining things. So AI is really helping me on this. Obviously, everyone is talking about how good AI is and how it's going to take our places soon. I don't have that opinion. It's me. Some of the considerations we have to be aware. Trust and dependency. One of the mistakes that the people are start doing is trust too much. So AI is giving you a piece of code and you say, yeah, it's great, it's perfect, I will make a commit and everything is fine. For me, it's not like that. You should not trust it too much because you don't know when we use, for example, an app like, for example, ChatGPT or some other AI tool that you are using that is connected to the world, you don't know what type of data that application is fed with. So you cannot trust it too much. That's my opinion. And privacy and settings. This is one of the common mistakes that everyone is doing. They are pouring, for example, a lot of passwords and secrets from AWS and Google Cloud are appearing in ChatGPT because people put the entire file there and ask them to do things and forget they have there the passwords and the secrets. And this is a very bad, a very serious problem because you are sharing your passwords and your secrets with everyone. And sometimes people don't know this because they don't know the AI tool they are using. You should know what the AI tool you are using. Search about it. See the settings you can turn on and turn off. All of these things. Question everything. I'm sorry, I'm being negative about this, but I have to warn you about the downsides of AI. I feel like, for example, I could be a mean person. I could create a model of AI and say, you know, Geek Sessions file doesn't exist. And you go there, and you trust me, and you're going to tell everyone that Geek Sessions file doesn't exist. And here we are in their conference. That's why I'm saying that I think it's really, really important for you to question things and to understand how the technology we are using works. For example, I'm learning Elixir. I should learn about it, how Elixir works, about the syntax, practice myself. And one of the things I always say that people can do is go to a senior person and ask them to say, do you like my code? Do you think I can improve? I especially say this for people that are starting in the career now. I know this AI is really threatening us, and it's kind of provoking a little bit of fear. And I understand that, but I truly believe that AI is here to help us, at least for now. It's helping us, not replacing us. And we still need to train the younger people to code and to help and to use these kind of technologies. Because my afraid is that one day, for example, we are in a transition. I start with having no internet at all, have to study from the books, and then internet came. I have everything available internet. Now we have AI. And I believe that if we don't educate ourselves about these all changes that are happening in the world, we are not going to pass these teachings to the young people. So the future generations can be just trusting too much on AI, and they should question things. And I think this is one of the things I have afraid of, is people trying to question things. It's mean code or whatever it is. So another innovations that have been done. So some companies are implementing AI on their pipeline tools, which means that every time someone do a pull request and make a merge, for example, for a branch, AI is analyzing the repos and trying to understand if it finds some bugs, implementations, or some kind of security bug. And then they make a report, and then you can check it. And other companies not happy with that, they are allowing AI to make a pull request. So AI do a pull request with probably a fix, a suggestion of a fix, of an improvement of the code, and you can go there and accept it or not. So this is kind of, they are doing this experience, but everything needs to be approved by an engineer. This is some of the AI tools. I searched about it, so if you are curious about what kind of tools we have right now, some of them are more for UX or code generators too. I use GitHub Copilot, but some of my friends say that Cursor is better. I don't know if anyone here used Cursor already? Okay. Nice. So I only have this to say. I was quick, fast, but I would like to, since we have time, I can show you live, I don't know if I should this, how GitHub Copilot works, for example. here. Example. This is something that I could say, I don't know. What? Oh, sorry. Okay. No. No. Oh. Let's try to do something. So imagine that I have now, let's say we want to transform this into a list, for example. So let's say convert let's see if this works. Doesn't work, see? Because I didn't know how to prompt. This is one of the professions of the future. I don't know if you saw about it, but for example, now some job descriptions are, I'm looking for a prompt engineer. This is where I come from. I always say please, because they're going to ruin the world and I want to be alive, so. Now it worked, see? So now let's see. Now imagine that I want to chat, I'm going to say, he already gives you the context of the file, because I have it open. So generate tests for it. See, generates the file and even give me the code. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. It happens. So now this is going to return me an error, and it is on purpose. So the mix tests slash. Yes, and going to tell me this. And because I'm new, I don't know how to do it. So I'm going to ask for help. So now I have a mixed, she's there. Now I have to run the dependencies. Give me a lot of other errors, but this is on purpose. So as you can see, it kind of tries to help me all the time. Sometimes it doesn't give me the right context or doesn't help me at all, and I have to go to a senior engineer to help me for through. One of the things, and because you made a talk about it, about job interviews, some of the companies are implementing AI to choose people. So you send a CV, and they have an AI tool that runs all the text of your CV and chooses it matches with the proposition or the position it's open. The problem with this is some companies are checking that they are losing real good people because they don't pass the CV interview because AI doesn't give them the right answers for it. So for me, I still believe that AI still needs to be more mature to replace us at all. So, and this is what I have for you today. Does anyone have questions? No questions? No? Okay, so you can follow me. Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
What do you think about Elixir?
I don't liking. I don't know why people don't like functional languages because I used both paradigms already and I really like functional languages. So I totally think it's a good thing.
Okay.
Try it at least.
Okay, thank you.
So,
I think we still have time.
why are you learning a new language if you have AI?
Seriously, AI is not going to replace us. Not now. Like I said, I like to learn new languages, and eventually, like he said, this is a transactional phase that everyone says they can replace people to an AI only, and this is not correct, not for now. Because like I said, the AI doesn't know the context of your application, of your business, because I think you should not share the secrets of your business with an AI. Because you don't know eventually if you're going to be hacked or whatever. So this is a lot of things that AI doesn't know. It doesn't have the context of your company, how it will build, the type of users you have. So for you to have an AI that fully make the code you want and give you everything perfect, you have to put all of that there. And I don't think we have there yet. And like I said, I like to learn new things, so.
Following from there, just a quick one. I think you're more negative towards AI than most people,
Yep.
and I'm not saying that against your speech. I'm actually a bit more far than the common positive thinking towards AI.
Yeah.
Just to place me on that.
Sure.
So my question is, what drives you? What do you see as pragmatic added value to you for the usage of the AI tools? Because as you shown, there's not an immediate error-free usage.
Yes.
So what is your journey and what is your purpose on introducing your own usage as a user? That was your talk about.
Okay, so I started talking about AI because when AI came, everyone was hyped. Everyone was talking about, oh, it's amazing, you're going to replace this. And I was like, I want to try this. I mean, this is such a good thing, right? And I started using it, and I saw that it has some values like code suggestions. I really think it's going to help you on that. Maybe it's not giving you the perfect code. Maybe because you are using that or that or that is not having the best code ever or the most readable or even have the good practices, but it's some code that you can use. And you can start from there and try to understand if this is the best code I can deliver is or not. So for me, the code suggestions, it's really nice. Because, for example, if you work with oriented programming languages, you have classes, and sometimes you have to extend a class. So to know what that class has, you have to open the file, check all the functions it has there, to choose which one do you want. If you have a Copilot, Cursor, wherever, helping you, most of the times they already give you that. You don't have to go to the file and check it. Or if you have a code that it's very repetitive because it's a class and it's similar to another, you have to do all that code. Some of the editors already help you with that, but for example, Copilot gives you that immediately. So you don't have to think about, how can I create this class? So I have to go there and I have to extend that because it depends on something. So usually it helps you with this kind of tasks. So it's really nice for that.
Just one more quick one. Coming back to Elixir.
Okay.
Do you think there are enough Elixir developers in the area in the meantime to have a monthly meetup?
I hope so. I would like to attend.
Okay. How many do we have? Hands up. Okay. We'll run a monthly meetup.
Yeah, sorry. A question and more of a comment, I suppose. You said about the AI parsing CVs and rejecting people. That is indeed something that is happening. Some companies, I say that because my company does some stuff with machine learning around CVs. Competitors are more or less aggressive around that. One thing that is very important for everyone to know is that in the European Union, you have the right to ask for a human to confirm they viewed your CV as part of GDPR. So if you feel like you have been automatically rejected and that was unfairly so, you can ask for a human review and they have to provide it. So that is actually something that, for example, the ATS that I work with, so Pinpoint, we had to cater for, because if people do any kind of automation around your process, that there has to be a notice that this was done automatically, and if you feel like that was unfair, then you can ask for a human to review that as well. So
Thank you for that. It's really nice, really important.
sorry, it's something that not everyone would know, but there you go.
Yeah. So it's